Not all of the nobles made it out alive.
The little ones have been up to their old tricks again. Jill looked white as a sheet when we met her.
Tone says he's looking for books about Tormund. I know.
My knowledge is yours. I don't believe you've read this particular chapter before.
Uh-huh.
Now this, I believe you will find most interesting. If you have a question for me, I shall be happy to answer it.
It's an icon. How do I read? How do I read on that? That's crazy.
You are always welcome, Clive.
Otto. There's no... Ah, she's been better.
Good.
Any word on...
Vivian's doing what she can to try. We've sent ours out to the curse breakers and their other friends. No leads yet.
Right.
There he is.
It's her.
All right, Clive. Still busy saving the world?
What's your name? What's your name?
Mid,
Mid.
when did you get back?
Just now.
What about your studies?
Adjourned? Since Hugo Kupka invaded Rosaria. All the canvas in uproar about it. He's gone mad. He's turned rogue. It'll be us next. You try concentrating with all of that.
All right, you win.
How long will you be staying this
She got that Riku vibe.
A while, most likely. Any road, while I'm here, I was hoping you could do us a favour.
Mid. You can't just expect me to.
Please, oblige her. While we are busy tracking down Kupka, you should have a little time to spare.
Professor! Now there's a face I haven't seen in a while. Shouldn't you have it buried in a dusty old tome?
I did, till a familiar trill pricked my ears. As ever, your exuberance is a breath of fresh air, which successfully scattered the painstakingly assembled fragments of my thoughts.
I'll take that as a compliment. Well, Clive, you heard the professor. So, I'll meet you in the storeroom when you're done.
Wait, hold on. Breath of fresh air. Bloody tempest, more like.
Everybody's so cool.
Wait, Otto.
You got my gill. Huh? My fee for bringing Mid across. That little...
Bruh.
Storeroom, was it?
I wonder what Mid's plotting.
up when I get my hands on her.
That's so cute. That's so cute.
Shouldn't you be getting some rest?
You took your time.
I'm a busy man, Mid.
I'll get to the point then. I want to turn the room down there into a workshop like the one I had at Dad's place.
Mid, you've only just come back.
And? Dad said I had a knack for engineering. Told me everything he knew about it. Then sent me off to Canva to learn everything he didn't. That was his dream for me. That one day I'd put my studies to use for the good of the cause. But I'm helping no one stuck at school. I've studied enough. It's time I put my knack to work. I know that I can help the people here, and I want to do it.
Well. If Sid could see you now.
Wait, that's...
Right. I'll tell Otto you'll be staying.
Is that Sid's daughter?
I knew you'd say yes. Which is why I wrote up a list of jobs for you.
Sid, Mid?
Who else?
What do you want me to do?
First things first, I need equipment and materials to start making my own. There's the designs for the stuff I need and the stuff it needs smithing from. The other materials I can work myself. Just need a generous benefactor to lay them on for me. Apart from the wood, I'll need a carpenter for that, but I can just borrow yours.
Is that everything?
For now. I'll let you know if I need out else.
Where to start? Materials and tools. That means Karen and Blackthorn.
Sid's gonna chop off Kupka's head this time.
You were born in Rosalith, weren't you? How's it coming along? Nearly there.
Blackthorn.
Was it?
I have. She require. Do you think you can make?
Bloody hell. What's she planning to... I'll see what I can do.
My thanks.
Was wondering where Med's back.
Just now. She's planning to... Here's the list. Think you can find everything on?
This lot,
Excellent.
it's paid. 100 times over by what? If it weren't for her filters, we'd have naught to drink but blight water, and that would have drained the life out of us long ago.
Indeed it would.
I'll send the stuff on to Mid when it
Thank you. That just leaves the carpenter. Let's see if Bardolph's available.
It's all right. See, there's nothing.
Jill looked white as a sheet.
Do with a good oil in this.
Should be enough to...
Out, Bart. So,
Well, I... You know...
That's well.
He thought.
Hello. Good girl.
Yeah!
You do, but...
Building a workshop, you say? And I...
Of course.
Well, that there is Cressida, where I grew up. Ain't much left of it now, though. But I came up here hoping to... But you're a dab hand when it comes to dealing with beasts and...
It's the least I can.
Thank...
This shouldn't take long.
over. That should do it.
You made short work of that lot. Thank you, son. Now,
How long is this?
oh, people started packing their things after the Duchy fell. Between the Blight and the Imperials, you just couldn't make ends meet. Must be nigh on a decade since the last wagon left. Though it may as well have been a century, looking at the place. This isn't the Cressida I remember.
I'm sorry.
Ah, don't be. Can't live in the past, no matter how nice it might have been. Soon as I'm done saying a prayer for those that raised me, it's on to your hideaway. I'll meet you there.
That should take care of Mid's little list.
The little uns have been up to their old tricks again.
Shouldn't you be getting some rest?
All right, Clive? You've all done then?
I am.
That's brilliant.
Is that?
Nope. Blackthorn and Lady Carol. So as soon as Bernard gets...
That's my good deed for the day done. Let's see how Jill's faring.
Clive.
Talia. How's Jill?
Recovering, but she still needs her rest.
Of course. Take good care of her, won't you?
I'll do my best. Oh, Gav was looking for you. He said he had something to show you in the shelves.
The shelves. Oh, that's right. He went to ask Harpocrates about Torgor. He must have found something. You have the look of a man with the twins upon his shoulders, Rodrigue.
Talia has tasked me with... No.
Here. What's everyone whispering about?
Do you have a moment, Sid? A team.
Which team?
Cole. They were.
They know.
Before. Thank the.
I should...
I don't like this place.
The river was easy enough to find. Now for those herbs. This is the only plant around here with blue flowers. I hope it's the right one. Should be enough to keep... Slavers don't even bother. Come on. You deserve a rest. Cole.
Just about.
Doris. Well,
I want to.
You. And I won't. Don't. They're trying to get into the carriage.
Who are you?
A friend. Why didn't you flee with the others? If they got...
Why should we run?
Perhaps. Freedom, safety. The life you've been denied.
Sid.
This map for what you can think.
The little uns have been up to their old tricks again.
So if
Cold.
no, what?
Reason
It's
with no we
cold. I said
you.
I hope you didn't have to.
Oh. You're
What? And
Kurt, and you can do.
it's thank.
Jill looked white as a sheet when we got
Clive, where have you... I've been wanting to ask you, where did you get it?
My father brought him back from one of his expeditions into the Northern Territories. They were crossing a snowfield when they heard his cries, and seeing no sign of his pack, they took him in.
What do you reckon, Tomes?
It certainly adds weight to the theory. Clive, I believe that Torgal may be no mere hound, but a rare frostwolf, an animal native to the far northern reaches of Valisthea. In one of our oldest bestiaries, I found reference to a frostwolf who served as guardian to an ancient queen of the north. Such was his mastery over ether, he could cast magics on command. His name was Fenrir.
Fenrir the Frostwolf.
Now, the annals do not state it explicitly, but I have reason to believe this queen was a dominant of Shiva, a girl from the Northern Territories and her faithful hound. One awakens as the dominant of Shiva, and the other?
You're saying that Jill granted Torgal his powers?
What?
Just like Fenrir. People called him my hound, but Torgal and Jill were inseparable. He grew up as a faithful companion to the dominant of Shiva, and years later, his powers awakened, just when his master needed him the most.
You're right. If it weren't for Torgal blasting those bastards to Kingdom Come, Jill would have been for it.
Quite. Though Torgal's power is his own, his latent birthright as a Frostwolf, it had only to be unlocked.
Oh, get you, Torgal.
You're an even finer hound than we thought.
And regarding your original concern, you need not fear for Torgal's health. Why, the beast has the appetite of a behemoth. Just this very morn, I found him with his nose buried in my nuts.
There you are! I've been looking everywhere for you. Bernadette!
Really, game?
I need you to introduce us so we can get to work.
I shall be a moment.
Bro said buried, bro. That's gross. I gotta see everybody's reaction to that. Like, that is so disgusting.
It is.
Well, I couldn't have done it without you. But I promise I'll just you.
Bennett. Now that that's settled, I wonder if Vivian's made any progress tracking down Kupka.
I think I'll wait till Midsole Ways take a tour.
Sorry, but I've got a few more sets of small clothes that could do with a rinse.
How goes the hunt?
Largely. We have myriad sightings. If only...
Well, if anyone could...
What?
Word.
Do you know...
You have not.
Clive, have you got a minute? We, have a guest.
A guest?
Hey, let's go.
It was a pleasure, in hindsight.
Uncle Byron?
Clive, my boy! Tap a cask and stoke the ovens for your favourite uncle is here!
Meanwhile, I freaking love this place. Oh my gosh.
The Dhalmekian government sues for peace. How shall we respond?
If they're willing to accept their fault in the matter, I see no reason to refuse them.
Bro, she's dead. Fucking dead.
The Twinside stores are not as bottomless as reported.
Aye, and we have many more mouths to feed. We shall just have to have the Dhalmekians empty their treasuries for us.
Of course, none of this would have been possible without your timely intervention, Prince Olivier.
Indeed, I doubt any of us would have had the courage to trade words with the mighty Titan, nor less the wit to win him over.
The Empire owes you a great debt.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you, Your Highness.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
Very good.
Now, let us come to the question of precisely when the Dhalmekians will withdraw their troops.
Dion's fire could rid us of them in mere moments. The men of the Fist will not withdraw until a peace treaty is concluded. So let us keep the negotiations open, give them time to gather what gold and trinkets they can, and once they deliver that which we demand, what worth is a piece of parchment?
Your Radiance, were Prince Dion to take the field, the enemy would surely send their own dominant to meet him. And while His Highness would of course prevail, there would be heavy losses on both.
You need not fear Hugo Kupka. He is engaged on the Western Front. Even were the Dhalmekians to send for him, he would not arrive in time. As much as I would enjoy witnessing a clash between Bahamut and Titan, it is not to be.
And what of your subjects, your Radiance? If the fighting spread to the city proper, the people would bear the brunt of it.
There will be losses, it is true. Yet for every citizen who falls, another can be bred. For every home that burns, another can be built. The Empire will live on. Dion?
Yes, sire.
Prepare for battle.
But sire...
Do not make me repeat myself. Return to your camp and await my orders.
If that is your wish, your Radiance, I shall depart at once. May Gregor forgive you.
What do the astrologers augur?
The stars are in agreement, your Radiance. The shadow of treachery hangs over Prince Dion.
So Annabella's tales were true. You disappoint me, Dion.
I hate her, bro. I fucking hate that bitch. I fucking hate that bitch. Instant kill. Fuck. I mean, I don't know. Maybe we'll see.
What is Uncle Byron doing here?
Uncle Byron.
Wait to find out.
The Litlins have been up to their own.
It's just one thing after another around here.
Ah, my dear nephew, how I've missed you.
How did you find this place, Uncle?
Through the good offices of young Sir Wade. He really is the most helpful fellow. As are you, I hear. The Guardians and those they freed tell the most outlandish tales of your heroics in Rosalith. Which is why I came, to learn the full truth of the matter. Sort the fact from the fiction, so to speak.
You were working with the Guardians of the Flame to evacuate the people of Rosalith to Port Isolde.
I was, aye.
Then I have questions for you. Please, come inside, Uncle.
Gladly. You there? There are 2,000 gold talents in those chests. See that they're added to my nephew's coffers, would you?
2,000?
And I'm afraid that is all.
A fleet sailing
Forgive me for not being able to tell you more. I hadn't the faintest.
What do you think, Vivi?
I think, with this news of the Dalmek, come here and I'll... It is known that Kupka's forces entered Rosaria via its unguarded coast. So can the same be said of your visitors from Waloed? Certainly, her Royal Navy is famed for the efficiency with which it bears her knights from one battlefield to the next. And in the Einherjar, or Black Galleon, she boasts a vessel nigh as swift and every bit as feared as the kingdom's legendary cavalry. A fitting flagship for a land apart, her naval presence being crucial to her ambitions beyond Ash. Yes, it seems safe to assume that the Royalists did indeed enter Rosaria from the sea. So then, had you a vested interest in Titan's survival, whither would you take him? Why, home to Drake's Fang, a place rich enough in ether to conjure the magics needed to mend his hurts. But would that not entail an arduous voyage around the Southern Cape? Let us say that the Royalists did put ashore with a mind to spirit Kupka away from under your very nose. Could that truly have been their plan for him? To load him aboard one of the ships flying Republican colors sighted off the coast near Port Isolde? To spend weeks at sea, being tossed hither and yon by unforgiving waves, his life hanging in the balance? No. The journey would mean Titan's death, and Kupka's faithful creatures would not allow it. So what then was the plan of our Waloed friends? Reports suggest they made not for the coast, but for the desert. And by cutting through the Velcroy, a party traveling light would have Titan back in his bed days before a galley could lurch into port. To wit, it was the Royalists, not the Republicans, who effected Hugo Kupka's safe retreat. I would stake your life on it.
So it was the Waloed. Now I think about it, the men seemed almost as if they believed, or were made.
And you have your answer. It may well have gone cold by now.
As luck would have it, I had intended to journey Canberward on business.
I'd be glad if they give me a moment to make ready. I need to tell my friends what we've learned.
Very well, but be quick about it, my boy. Time waits for no man.
Otto, Kupka's at Drake's Fang. I'll be leaving before sunset.
You're not going in there?
Don't worry. I'm not going there. I won't risk any more than I have.
The Lancer and the Fang are all Kupka's put. You have any trouble on the way, you ask for Rosina Dalimil. Some call her the Desert Hare.
Who is she?
An old associate of Sid's. And only Sid's. All I know is the name. And that we've heard nothing from her since he died. But I'm thinking maybe the new Sid.
Thanks.
So, what?
Don't look so worried. He'll be coming with me.
Thank fuck for that.
Gav, Otto, I'm leaving.
You can count.
All right, Uncle.
We shall. I was a young man when last I walked this path. There's an old trading post not far from here. The road to Drake's Fang leads through it.
The trading post it is.
We got the uncle. We got the uncle. Yo, that's Final Fantasy 3. 4.
Our destination lies over that dune, beyond the ruins. Mark them well, Clive. It's all too easy to lose one's bearings in the sands. Many years ago, when you were just a boy, you and I rode this way together, accompanying your father on a scouting expedition to Drake's Fang.
He let me come with you.
I'm not surprised you don't remember. It was just before Joshua was born. You were so eager to be there when your brother arrived that you whipped your chocobo too hard on the journey home and fell from the saddle. I shall never forget how Elwyn fussed over you as you sat in the sand, bawling like a babe.
Who do you think those soldiers were?
That was cute.
Ah, there she is. The good old Dallaville Inn. Do you know, this heat has given me quite a thirst. Quick drink before we press on?
Actually,
Be safe.
yeah, they're chilling. I want to see how this guy fights. Yeah.
This one. Look, there. Those are Ashen steeds. No doubt about it.
And such a long ride from Stonehair. Our Waluda friends must be soothing their saddle sores in the inn. Shall we join them? Run along and play now, Torgal. Dogs aren't allowed inside.
Straight G's. G's. Man, I'm getting hungry.
Good day to you. Eating?
Sorry about my pal. He only talks when his mouth's full. What do you recommend?
Well, if you're after something light, we do a fine chocobo soup with lentils and honey.
2 bowls of that, then. An ale.
Right you are.
Hey, girl!
Coming!
Your pal? Would you rather be my squire?
Joshua?
Your Grace, it is plain you are not yet well enough to travel. If you would only let me take you to someone who can better attend to your ills.
No, we must press on. Prince Dion has returned to his camp and will soon depart for the front. I must speak with him at all costs. Miss this chance and I may never get another. You do understand that?
Yes, Your Grace. But you must at least agree to take your medicine. I'll fetch you some water.
Keep watch, they tell us. But all I see is sand.
I hear they got our guest back to the Fang without any trouble. We'll be leaving soon enough.
Why the Lord Commander dragged us all this way just to save that blockhead skin, we'll never know. Dominant or not, he's a bloody idiot.
That'll be Cooker, then.
Well, let's get this down us. We've a long way to go.
Hey, you!
Damn it, Unc.
Uncle?
Sorry.
Can you walk, Your Grace?
What's wrong?
I fear trouble may be brewing downstairs.
You two are travelers, are you not? Me and my companions are strangers here. Perhaps you'd be good enough to accompany us a while. Help us find our way.
Sorry, lads. but we've got business in Camber that can't wait.
I miss Traverse Town so much. Love it. Love it. I'll be right back. Yeah, I'll be right back.
Yes, bro. Everybody was in that bitch, bro. Same people. Rocco, Sonny, TT. TT, bro. That's kind of crazy. You don't want to be out there. Drake. Drizzy. And we talked to him. Yeah, bro, we walked in. He was like, hey, y'all from Cool Cats, right? We was like, what is that? Yeah, bro. What the fuck y'all doing to be Cool Cats? I don't know, but when I went over there, we talked to him. He introduced us to Little Baby. Little Baby was there too? Yeah, bro. Everybody was in that mug, bro. Why y'all call me? If y'all call me straight, they always came, you know. My fault. And then that one girl that you be feeling, bro. What's her name? Zendaya. Yeah, she was there. She said, what? Yeah, he cool, bro. Chill, bro. Yes. Whole time. How she know me? I don't know. Man. Bro. Oh, my God. You know, you took the camera last time. You liked us. No, I was with my girl, bro. We had a good time, bro. Okay, so you know that pool party, right? Papa's got a chicken sandwich. That shouldn't have been sound good, bro. That'd be nasty. Welcome to Papa's. What can I get you? Yeah, can I get a Papa's chicken sandwich? And what else? What else? Bro, who talks to the customers like that? This rude ass customer service gonna piss me off, bro. Why we in this dirty ass place? No, that's it. Alright, pull up to the window. Yeah, I'm gonna see you at the window. I promise I'm gonna see him at the window. That's what I'm saying. This shit dirty as hell, bro. I'm gonna get 2 stars on their reviews, bro. Oh, thank you. Yeah. You think I can get some? Get that shit out my face. I gotta be honest with you. I never.
Will Russia go to war with...
Hey there! Are you the guy you're... Hey, Illy Beast here. Today,
good day. Hello, LA Beast here. For those of you that don't know, the Nathan's Famous Hot Dog Contest on the 4th of July in Coney Island every single year has been going on ever since I can remember. And in my opinion, what actually put this contest on the map was back on July 4th, 2001. Takiro Kobayashi, a newcomer to the competitive eating circuit, in a 12-minute contest, inhaled 50 hot dogs, leaving everybody, including the competitors next to him, in shock, amazement, and awe as he set a new record, beating the old record by a landslide. And you can even see legendary competitive eater Eric Badlands Booker, who was eating next to Kobayashi, just like stop eating his hot dogs and watch what he was witnessing, this unprecedented feat of the most amount of hot dogs consumed at that time. I'm not sure exactly when, but by 2007, the hot dog contest was shortened down from 12 minutes to 10 minutes. And as I was physically in attendance at the contest that year in 2007, I witnessed Joey Chestnut end Takiro Kobayashi's reign of 6 consecutive wins as Joey won and brought that yellow championship mustard belt back to the United States. The crowd was chanting USA, USA. And I feel like in that moment, that's when Joey Chestnut, the legend, was born. And from that point on, I was 100% hooked. And the other night, as I had some beer flowing through my veins, feeling a little bit nostalgic, I actually went on YouTube and rewatched both of those legendary Nathan's contests. And then afterwards, I started to reminisce about the 2-year period that I was actually on the professional competitive eating circuit. And I asked myself the question, why have I never made it to the Nathan's 4th of July hot dog contest in Coney Island? And the answer is simple. Because I operate on the motto, excuses are the nails and build a house of failure. I didn't want it bad enough. Now, even though from May to June of 2012, I consumed well over 700 hot dogs and buns, I would do practice run after practice run after practice run 2 to 3 times a week during that 2-month period, to where I got my hot dog totals up to roughly 23 or 24 hot dogs in 10 minutes, which isn't bad for a rookie. And in the process, I went from 240 to 286 pounds. And absolutely, was I getting fat from all those nitrates in the hot dogs? Yes. But I was also able to bench press 405 pounds, as you can see right here. Guy walks in front of the camera. And on June 7th, 2012, as I got in my car in New Jersey and drove to a mall in Cleveland, Ohio for Nathan's hot dog qualifying round, where in my mind I was going to win and earn my seat at that final table on the corner of Surf and Stillwell and Coney Island on the 4th of July. But that seat at that final table never happened because of one man, Jason Crazy Legs Conti, and one more bite of a hot dog. Now, rewinding back, everything began on the day before Thanksgiving in 2011 in New York City at the Wild Turkey 81 Eating World Championships, my first ever competitive eating contest. Now, back in 2011, leading up to my first ever competitive eating contest, I was actually working as a beer salesman in New York City. To where that sounds like a great job, but I actually hated it because I would sit in traffic 2 or 3 hours each way going to and from work. I'm doing a documentary on myself about commuting into this New York City from New Jersey every day. And I have to say, what the f*** is this guy doing, mother f***? Come on, you f***ing it! Free up cacao. Jerk off, mother f***. Cacao. Going 2 miles per hour on the highway! Sorry. But in the process, I was trying to also build my YouTube presence by doing crazy restaurant eating challenges inspired by the show Man vs. Food. Like every single Wednesday at the Kettle Black in Brooklyn, New York, I would wolf down pizza trays full of sliders. I devoured an 87-ounce steak at the Lone Star Bar and Grill. While I was on lunch break at work, I consumed 57 pieces of sushi in 3 minutes. To where if I failed, I would would have had to pay $187. Well, my favorite thing to do was go to Chipotle and literally inhale burritos like it was my job. And the coolest part was I did this all during lunchtime while still getting paid by my beer job. And then one day out of the blue, my old college football teammate Sean, who'd been watching my YouTube videos, reached out to me as his company was actually sponsoring this Thanksgiving eating contest, to where he was like, every single major news outlet in New York City is going to be there. Do you want to compete? Because I'll get you in. And pretty much my first question was like, who would I be competing against? And then he started spouting off competitive eating legends such as Eric Badlands Booker, Sonia the Black Widow Thomas, Jason Crazy Legs Conti. And even though at that time I had no professional competitive eating experience, I had no idea what to expect, my first response was, hell yes. Nervously, as I was walking up to the Times Center in New York, on November 22nd, 2011, one day prior to Thanksgiving, I could see from a mile away 6'5", 400-plus pound Eric Badlands Booker. And as we were actually like walking closer together, all I could hear was, yo, no way, it's the LA Beast. And then once we finally met, instead of the handshake, he literally picked me up off the ground and gave me a bear hug. Then in retrospect, as I'm talking about this, Eric Badlands Booker welcomed me into the competitive eating circle with friendship. Now, after getting inside and settling in backstage, I had to sign a waiver to where I will never actually sign anything ever again relating to Major League Eating. And then after that, as I was backstage taking in the atmosphere, I thought that it was quite odd that veteran Jason Crazy Legs Conti, who had actually recently released a documentary on Netflix, The Zen and Art of Competitive Eating, I thought it was odd that he was just staring at the 10-pound turkeys. And I didn't know to take it as an intimidation tactic, or if that's just the kind of guy that he was. And sitting here all these years later, that's just the kind of guy that he is. And little did I know that this guy who was staring at turkeys that I thought was peculiar, who actually had his own special shoes for his crazy legs, that this guy would send me packing 7 months later for a spot at the Nathan's 4th of July hot dog contest. Now this is the actual t-shirt that I wore in my first ever competitive eating contest. And thinking back, it was actually pretty cool having the CEO of Major League Eating, George Shea, announce my name as I walked onto the stage in front of all these news media outlets in New York City.
This milk tastes like chocolate. And then he consumed 50 raw eggs. He cracked them into a pitcher and drank it down. It is not so much the bold movement of the eggs that is difficult, but the 5 hours of anxiety afterwards when you think to yourself, the salmonella may be producing on a rapid base in your tongue. 6 feet, 4 inches tall, 240 pounds, from Los Angeles, California, Kevin Stroud! Six, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Come on, LAB! Yes, Drew?
As you can see by the results, I came in dead last, 7 out of 7 competitor. As I gave everything I had, as you can see by the results, I came in dead last, 7 out of 7 competitors, as I ate 3.45 pounds out of the 10-pound turkey in 10 minutes. But I didn't lose by much. Sonia the Black Widow Thomas won the championship. She was kind enough to take a photo with me. And then all of us, all the competitors, we walked to a bar around the corner, and just had some celebratory beers. And from that point forward, I had so much fun that I wanted to continue and pursue my professional competitive eating career. Now, back in 2011, 2012, when I joined competitive eating, there were actually a few different eating organizations, but in my opinion, the big time was to be a part of Major League Eating, as Major League Eating was comprised of 50 of the top professional competitive eaters, not only from the United States, but from all around the world. And there's a ranking system. Usually the person that won Nathan's had the #1 spot, so it was like Joey Chestnut, and then all the way down to newcomers like myself. And Major League Eating was so good because they sponsored roughly 20 or so different contests throughout the year, and the amount of prize money that you could win definitely was way more than all the other eating organizations. So back in 2012, I signed up for every single eating contest, regardless of the food discipline and where the contest was located. And pretty much I flew and drove all over the United States that year, trying to make a name for myself. And if my memory serves me correctly, I competed in roughly 16 sanctioned Major League Eating events in 2012, and here are some of the more memorable experiences that I had that year. Early on in the year, on March 17, 2012, down in Palm Beach Gardens, Florida, I was awarded a spot to compete in the 2J's World Class Corned Beef Eating Championship. Time and Matt Stoney, and it was actually the first time that I competed against the #1 ranked eater at the time and still the #1 ranked eater, Joey Chestnut. And out of 12 total competitive eaters, I came in 8th place, consuming 8 ginormous corned beef sandwiches. And the one thing that I learned after that contest is that after every single competitive eating contest, everybody would go out and have a few drinks. A little over a month later, after competing in the corned beef contest, on roughly April 29, 2012, I flew to Stockton, California for the Deep Fried Asparagus Festival. Joey Chestnut, Pat Deep Dish Bertoletti, Matt Stoney were there. And as you can see, as I was walking on stage, I had just broken my toe in my butter prank video that I did. So I had this giant cast on my foot. But nonetheless, I got up on stage and I consumed 4 pounds, 3 ounces of disgusting, cold, deep fried asparagus.
What?
The deep fried diva, all the way from Barrie, Ontario, using a very ladylike approach to consuming her water. And Doug Hansen, less smiling, more eating. This is not competitive nice, Doug. It's not competitive politeness. It is not competitive please and thank you. It's competitive eat. And I came in 6th place out of roughly 12 eaters or so. And even though I didn't win any prize money, this was actually one of the more insane after parties of a contest that I've ever been involved in, as we all went back to San Jose, Joey Chestnut and Matt Stoney's hometown. And afterwards, we all went to Joey Chestnut's favorite hometown bar. And as he showed up fashionably late, as he walked in, he told the bartender, pints all around, on the house, all night long. And then we would see who could chug a pint of beer the fastest. And it was actually pretty amazing that I watched and witnessed Pat Deep Dish Bertoletti chug an entire pitcher of Guinness in less than 6 seconds. And because I probably consumed roughly 15 to 20 pints of beer, as we left the bar, I made the biggest mistake of my life. And I decided to call out Joey Chestnut in his hometown. And I was thinking, if there was a food that I could beat Joey Chestnut at, the #1 ranked competitive eater in the world, I was like, I could eat more sticks of butter than you. And I said that right in his face, and he stopped dead in his tracks. And Joey Chestnut got in my face. He's like, what'd you say? And I said, I could eat more sticks of butter than you. And he's like, are you serious? He's like, do you know what it takes to be me? Do you know what it takes to be a champion? I can't lose. And then we literally went to a 7-Eleven. We got 2 pounds of butter each. It's where you can see in this photo, we lined up the butter on this concrete wall. We started, each started at our ends, we would work our way in. And I think I had about the second stick of butter in my hand as I was eating it. Joey was on the last stick of butter, and he looked over at me and he said, I had about the second stick of butter in my hand as I was eating it. Joey was on the last stick of butter, and he looked over at me and he said, you're the LA bitch. And the crazy thing is, Matt Stody, pretty sure on his flip phone, is the only person that has video of this contest, which is pretty insane. And from that point forward, I never challenged Joey Chestnut again. Lesson learned. From there, I was accepted to compete in the Isle of Capri Cupcake Contest in Waterloo, Iowa. And as I was working in New York City, it was like an early Friday morning. I skipped out of work early, and I literally drove from New York to Iowa. And like I slept in my car during the night because I didn't want to spend money on a hotel. And the next morning, I rolled into this casino. I don't think that the sponsors actually gave us T-shirts, so I was actually wearing, from the great movie Happy Gilmore, that Mr. Larson was wearing, my Guns Don't Kill People, I Kill People T-shirt. As you can see with this photo of me and Eric Badlands Booker. And being the legend that Eric Badlands Booker is, he was eating next to me. He's like, hey man, here's a competitive eating secret. When you're doing a contest, you should use warm liquid. And he was actually using hot chocolate, and actually gave me some of his hot chocolate. So the cupcakes would go down easier. And after the contest started, like roughly 6 minutes in or so, I think I was at like 48 or 49 cupcakes. Eric Badlands Booker was like right there with me. We both finished our plates at the same time. And as we were like reaching for our next plate to keep on going for this 10-minute contest, like Eric got the plate, and then the sponsor was like, oh man, we ran out of cupcakes. Eric Badlands Booker stopped eating hot dogs and was watching Takiro Kobayashi eat 50 hot dogs. I felt like I was like in his shoes in that moment. And the crazy thing is, Eric Badlands Booker, because it took that one more plate, he walked away with $400 of prize money. And like I came in like one place after him and left with nothing. So I had to actually, I left the casino, drove to Chicago as far as I could go, and I had to like spend the night in Chicago. The next day, I think I got a deep dish pizza at Giordano's or whatever it's called. And then somehow I drove through the night, got back to New Jersey roughly at like 2 or 3 in the morning, got a couple hours of sleep, and then I woke up, put on my work clothes, and went back to work. As 2012 progressed.
Amazing. Amazing. Tisk. Oh, wait, hold on.
Ah, I'm sure you could spare us an hour or two.
Come on.
Friend.
I'm afraid we don't have a moment to lose. Stay back, Uncle.
Gladly.
Iago, take it!
Try it.
Bravo, my boy! Just like that!
It's you.
For your trouble. Word of advice, miss. That soup could do with a touch more salt.
Now's our chance. Your Grace?
I'm fine.
Does the lady not recognize us? I don't know. Maybe she never has. Like never. I don't know. Oh.
Clive? What is it now?
It's nothing. Let's go.
Imagine the other uncle once he realizes his other nephew's alive. That's crazy.
Well, we didn't know where to find Kupka before. We do now.
The Royalists said it themselves. Their guest is in the Fang. We should press on before any more of their friends turn up.
Ah, they've closed the... It would seem Lord Kupka...
We have to get through them.
Not by force, I trust.
By guile, then.
Rosina, but how will we find her?
And that she was working. Sid's other collaborators have all been people of means. I'll wager this Rosina Delamel is...
That would certainly help to narrow the search. We need only inquire...
And that's exactly what...
Hanging lanterns, keep the darkness from your door.
Light it, for Gilbert's sake. You're a bearer.
Anything I can help... Allow. My good man. We represent one of the oldest... We're seeking to expand our business in the region.
Well, we're best known for our baths.
Thank you.
Oh, no.
Well...
What do you want? Can't you see I'm busy?
I won't keep you long. I'm looking for someone. A woman by the name of Rosina.
Never heard of her. Is that all?
One more question. If I wanted to find the richest trader in town, where would you recommend that I look?
Well, that's easy. The Briar's Kiss. Won't find a finer smithy this side of the strait. The owner's only a young sprig, but he's got all the right ideas.
The Briar's Kiss, you say? Thank you.
I doubt this young sprig is the person we're looking for. You said Sid's contact was likely to be an influential sort. Influence comes with age and experience. Believe you me.
Looks like we won't be getting back to Drake's family.
Crystal delivery's over. Get back to your homes.
I didn't get one.
It's all the fault of this blasted war.
The moment they find out
Your arms are like iron. Are all your muscles so hard?
Well, I'd be happy to show you, provided I can afford it.
Can I help?
Yeah, a long stand.
Then you should. He's been here for years. Knows the. Try the baths.
Thank. Well, it sounds like we have our man.
Perhaps. Let's go and find out exactly what this Furder knows.
Wheat incense! Wax candles!
Excuse me.
I am.
I hope so. Do you know Rosina Dalamil?
And what?
She was a close friend of mine. I was...
Very well. Go to the bordello. I'll arrange.
Do you think we can trust him?
Only as far as I think.
So you're the ones who've been...
I beg your...
Don't play the... Stick your nose in our...
Who are you working for? Him or her?
Him. The boss. He wanted us to test you.
Though one could hardly call that a test.
Lord Furder?
Look what the cat dragged in.
Your skill with the blade is rare indeed, my lord. A fitting talent for an outlaw.
You know who I am. So what now? Call in the Men of the Rock and collect the bounty?
That isn't my decision to make. Our work is done. Take him to meet his precious Rosina. She will be interested to make his acquaintance.
Yes, my lord. To the Lock of Leisure, then.
To the Lock of Leisure.
Made from the stoutest stoneware. Kneaded to a silken soft.
The most fragrant herbs and
My
spices.
carpets!
Is this the place?
Lubor's Forge, the Briar's Kiss.
So much for Rosina Delamil being a woman.
It was an easy mistake to make, Uncle. Oh, sorry. Whoever this Lubor truly is, he's clear.
See that he gets it. Lubor, Lord Furder told me to bring them to you.
My boys tell me you're in need of assistance. Sid the Second.
I won't waste your time. I need passage through the south gate.
Tell me, what do you think is a merchant's most important commodity? Why, trust. Everyone knows that. Without it, you have nothing. And nothing is exactly what you have. And so, for you, I, too, have nothing. I'm not in the business of helping every lost puppy that wanders in off the street. I'm a busy man, as you can see.
Let's leave this mummer to his farce.
By all means. Find someone else to help you on your way. Just be sure to tell them you're not the two travelers from the inn the guards are looking for. Don't want them jumping to conclusions, do we?
Why, you...
So, what do we need to do to earn your trust?
I like this one. Willing to do whatever it takes to get what he wants. Ha! Men like you have a special place in my heart. Why, you ask? Because they get me what I want. Always.
Fine. So what do you want?
Don't tell me you're going to listen to this swaggering scruff!
We might as well hear him out. It's only natural that an ally of Sid's would seek assurances of strangers. Assuming he is an ally, of course. 5 years ago, he would have still been a boy.
And yet even then I had more good sense than a man, 5 times my age? But enough of the pleasantries. We were speaking of what I want. I want you to put an end to the trouble in Dalamil. Return to me when you have done so, and you shall have my aid. Until then, I bid you good day.
What trouble? If you're going to give us orders, be clear about them, damn you!
Manners, Greybeard. One catches more damselflies with honey than with vinegar.
What did you call me?
My apologies. A word of advice in recompense. Follow the crystals. Oh, but that was 3. Oh, I'm making this too easy for you.
Ha! It will be easy. Solving his little riddle should be like dealing with him. Child's play. Let us divide our forces, Clive. I'd rather not drag this parlor game on any longer than we need to.
All right. Good luck, Uncle. I thought we were the only ones causing trouble in Dalamil. Excuse me.
You've heard of damn Hills, and it...
Do you... Just what? This is...
Light meat and dark. Fresh from the grill. Get it while it's hot.
You wouldn't believe how much he gave me. What can I do for you, soldier? Need that sword polishing?
I'm not a soldier.
Ugh, then be off with you. I serve the Men of the Rock and the Men of the Rock only.
You have an agreement with them?
Don't be stupid. I just know which side my bread is buttered. Don't want to be stuck under some pauper when they come knocking. With pockets deeper than Zemeckis. No, just leave.
I think I'm starting to get an idea of what's been going on. I wonder if Uncle Byron's learned anything of use. He'll probably be back at the inn by now.
My carpets have brighter...
What was all that crashing and banging about before?
It's you. What do you want?
I'm looking for my pal.
The gentleman who was with you?
Thank you.
Let me treat you. I'm pretty flush these days.
Are you now?
Huh?
Will this suffice as a deposit?
By the sands. That's a black pearl.
One of the many treasures in my collection that I would be only too happy to part with, should you give me reason to do so.
All right. I'm sure that we can come to an agreement, but not here.
What are you doing, Uncle? Care to explain why you're giving gifts to Kupka's men?
Bait, my boy. And I do believe I've snagged us quite the quarry. I started by asking... I had no luck, of course, but my uncharacteristic indiscretion. They took me aside and said they could procure the crystallized sort.
So the pearl was...
I thought they'd asked for more. A second-rate specimen like that would only fetch 500,000 or so. A small price to pay for admittance to the underworld. But enough about my little act of subterfuge.
That the supply of crystals has dried up of late. And some people seem to... Meanwhile, members of Kupka's private guard have been... I'll wager those soldiers you've been talking to have been siphoning off crystals meant for else.
I'll wager you're...
We'll meet with them then, and put an end to the...
Ha! That preening popinja. It just goes to show, one should never underestimate a Rosfield. I arranged to meet with the soldiers in a secluded corner of the Velcroy, far from prying eyes.
The perfect place for a spot of double dealing.
I trust I can count on your support, if things turn sour.
Of course. When did you get so big?
Let me treat you.
I need a drink.
Fucking men of the wrong. Anytime they pull their snouts out of Kupka's trough is when they want to lord it over us.
1,000 gil from me.
Do you think they'll be back soon?
Needed to a
Juiciest meat
silken
from Greens. Yes, they're sort of.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Easy does it.
I'll take it from here.
I was beginning to think you weren't coming, my lord. You've brought your contribution?
All the silver and stones I could scrape together at such short notice?
You brought the whole 500 talents.
That was the price we agreed upon, yes? If you've no objections, I'd like to see the crystal.
Of course. Right this way, my lord.
Not bad at all. You weren't lying about the clarity. But what of security? If I were to be stopped on the road, what guarantee have I that it wouldn't be seized as property of the Republic?
Because these crystals are no longer the property of the Republic. You're not buying from us. You're buying from them.
And we have no more jurisdiction here than you, my lord. But we have ships, and will gladly deliver to a port of your choosing, now that our price has been met.
Royalists, eh? What brings you here?
Why, to collect their share of Drakesfang's blessing, of course. Our nations are allies, and so they are entitled to a portion of the Mother Crystal's bounty. And, being such good friends, we elected to increase that portion and share the benefits. And now that these crystals are officially property of the Kingdom of Waloed, we are duty-bound not to interfere, no matter where they might happen to end up next.
Did you get all that? They're in cahoots!
So it would seem.
My lord, what is the meaning of this?
Double-crossing dogs. They're not here to do business. Kill them. Kill them both!
I'm just getting warmed up.
Well, that wasn't too bad. How'd you like my performance, huh? I've often played the villain on the stage.
Greybeard, you were Such a shame you didn't have more of an audience, but perhaps that's for the best.
How long have you been watching?
Long enough to witness your uncle's sordid transaction. I hardly expected one so venerable to degrade himself so thoroughly.
This was the trouble you spoke of. The men of the Rock taking crystals meant for the common folk. Well,
indeed it is. The people of Dalimil had scarcely any means of redress against Coop until you... Well, we'd better get these crystals back to town. You won't mind waiting with them while I fetch a wagon. It occurs to me that I still don't know your name.
Clive.
So, Sid the Second is a Clive? I suppose it could have been worse. Well, Clive, you held up your end of the bargain, so I must do the same. Passage through the South Gate, was it not? To tell the truth, you've helped a little there too. Many of the guards have already been redeployed to deal with the issue of... And those left behind have been encouraged.
Thank you. You still have the purse I gave to the soldiers, I trust? I saw you pluck it.
Oh, dear.
And my name is not Greybeard. It is Lord Byron Rosfield, thank you very much.
No, thank you very much, Greybeard.
Of all the... Ugh!
Here, wear this. Any friend of mine who sees you with it...
Thank you.
And please, feel free to send one of my Stoluses back to your people. Tell them that Rosina Dalimil is back in bed with Sid.
Omia Lostelan. Tuisa Gelith.
I'm trusting you, Sid. Or should I say, Clive. So be sure not to let me down. I have a reputation to uphold. Well then.
Thank you.
Not at all.
Come on, Uncle.
Even forged a button.
I wouldn't put...
Oh, sometimes two people you want. Never.
I know. So,
Good. And then
the way we...
let's the alt.
All right, let's... Trust Lubor to take a simple test and turn it into a riddle. I'd better get to it.
The finest fabrics, fresh from the capital.
Fresh bread, warm from the oven.
Plates and pots!
Silver platters.
Everything I've worked for.
Ah, they've opened the gate.
Lubor was true to his word.
Mummy, I'm there with the crystal.
What it's on there.
That's enough.
Thank you.
If you can't even fill my cup, you're no...
1,000 gil for a meal.
I'll be asking for you again.
Made from the stoutest stoneware.
Welcome. You give me.
So, a carving knife should be hard-wearing and hold an edge. Hardly a revelation. Let's hope Sava had better luck than I did.
So you look all too...
So bad.
No, I mean...
Thanks, Gal.
If that...
What you...
Folk blood.
Clara, you're right. Well, this is no good. Is it true what I'm hearing?
My carpets.
Take a sniff, good sir. Needed to a silken softness. Plates and pots!
Hanging lanterns, keep...
We should get going soon. Do you have water?
Ah, I'm not too late.
What is it, Luke?
A quest. Where is it that you're...
To Drake's Fang.
Then, Drake's Fang is currently riddled with royalists. Tolmeki and Waloed are allies, and as you've seen, but no nation has ever before allowed a foreign army to make a barracks of its holiest of holies.
Not by choice, at least.
And there's more. My man on the inside of the Fang, I fear there may be more trouble like... If you're determined to beard the lion's den, then promise me one thing. That you will enter via the mines with a... I've lost one Cid already. If I lose another...
I don't plan on dying.
Well, so long.
Drake's Fang should be just beyond these springs. Shall we press on?
This shit is so fucking bright. God damn.
One rock looks a lot like another.
Well, this is no good. I was hoping to get out of the heat.
Clive.
Farewell now.
You now.
Prince of... What? Oh, this... First things... what? It's... And you might look the line behind next time. Well, the book Gallup rule. Yes, please. I will. If it for that, for the... there goes It looks like it's almost me. You've come.
Take a sniff, good sir. You'll need it to a silken softness.
Lights and pots!
Sweet incense.
We should get going soon. Do you have water?
Come on, girl, the gate's open now.
Fly, Ambrosia. What the hell are those things?
By the flames. That explains the heat. Too slow. Let's cool things down.
This is no good. Is it true what I'm hearing?
The finest fabric.
Take a sniff, good sir. Kneaded to a silken softness.
Made from the stoutest.
Yes.
Won't you?
The baths.
No.
That. Right. It's high time I got back to work. With a little luck, the day might yet be salvaged.
Hanging lanterns, keep the darkness from your...
We should get going soon. Do you have water?
Good girl.
Come on, girl.
There it is. Drake's Fang.
Kupka will be hiding inside.
Along with goodness knows how many guards, all on highest alert. You'll need to keep your wits about you if you're to reach him. So be careful.
I will, Uncle.
Before you go, Clive, allow me to apologize. After what befell at Phoenix Gate and the crisis that followed in its wake, I fled. I retreated to my counting house and danced attendance upon the Vicereine in the hope it would bring me favor. I betrayed my nation to save my skin, like the coward I am.
and I'm sorry.
Uncle, please.
It's not too late, Clive. Rosaria is yours by right, and there are those that would help you to take it back. Had I the courage of my brother, I might already have done so. But that ship has sailed. You, however...
No. Forgive me, but I cannot. I fight to build a new world now. A better world. Where men can live and die on their own terms. I was raised in a nation that strove to improve the plight of bearers. Only later did I realize that spark of freedom did not arise by chance, but was kindled by my father. You would see me follow in his footsteps. And that is exactly what I mean to do. Not by ruling Rosaria, but by extending his ideals to the whole of the twins. Though every soul in the realm may judge my actions heresy, I am certain my cause is just.
You really are just like him, you know? Thank you, Clive, for coming back to me. I am proud to call you nephew. Well then, this is where we must part ways. Wish me luck in convincing my Canvarian friend to share his considerable talents. I mean to plunder his coffers and prove myself worthy of a place in your merry band. Till then, my boy.
Till then, go safely, Uncle.
And you, nephew. We have much to catch up on, you and I. I shall expect you to regale me with the tales of all your adventures when next we meet. You can regale me too, Torgal.
Games have just always fucked me up. Where I didn't notice until he kept talking that they could have just killed him just for the moment. And I was just like, okay, I'm getting kind of worried. So yeah, a lot of games do that. They ugh. But thank goodness.
I'm coming for you, Kupka.
Now, is Drake's Fang a crystal? Or is it something? I don't know. This is a crystal, it's just instead of up, it's inside. Interesting. But I'll be right back.
What a rat done to me. Out of my sight, witch! I'll kill you, Rosfield! I'll rip out your heart! I'll tear you limb from limb!
Peace, Hugo. The table shan't hurt you any longer.
He sought to humiliate me. Me! If you hadn't interfered, he would be dead!
You truly believe you would have triumphed had the battle continued?
Titan would have ground him into dust!
And how would he have done that without his head?
Shut up!
You weren't strong enough, and you call yourself a dominant. Or rather, you did.
You mock me, Harbert.
Do you see, Hugo? You are weak.
Fuck!
But so long as that fire burns within you, there is still hope. There may... Let be a way for you to take your revenge.
Tell me, what must I do? Please, I'll do anything. Just tell me.
The heart.
What of it?
A Mother Crystal's heart is the most concentrated source of ether in all creation. Perhaps you could take advantage of that. Of course, the crystal would not yield her blessing to any ordinary man. But then, you are no ordinary man, are you, Hugo? Clive Rosfield stole your power. Others have suffered a similar fate, and still managed to find the strength to conjure their icon. Like Benedicta Harmon. She too drank of the ether and gained a power beyond human understanding.
She did. Benedicta. Benedict. I'll do it. My love. I'll avenge you.
Run along now, Hugo. You need only follow the light. Muthos is here. Very well, it shall be so. You may leave everything to me, Your Majesty.
Did the Royalists bring them from Ash? Are the Beastmen part of the Waluda army now? How the hell did that happen?
They spotted us. With me,
Taken over the entire mine. So much for the men of the Rock. Dhalmekia's finest. Too slow. Stairs. This must be the way out. This one. Sick. Attack. Over here. Attack. Won't be sneaking past this one. How did it get in here? Go! Too slow. flames.
Come on, Torgal.
Kupka never did do things by halves. As if taking the Mother Crystal for his own wasn't enough. He had to build his castle in it.
Let the trial begin.
With me,
He's the Undertaker. What the heck? The name.
This one. Go! Get him!